All right, guys. Today we're going to be going over vehicle wrecks. Pretty much everything about it. We had 5 or 6 wrecks in the past week, which is crazy. A company can't afford that. I want to kind of preface this whole conversation with, if, let's just say you're driving your personal vehicle, right? And you get hit by a FedEx or UPS or Domino's driver or Papa John's or Uber or any commercial place. What's the first thing y'all doing?
Trying to sue.
You're probably going to get a lawyer
Trying to get
and you're going to go after them. That's what everybody does. I mean, I know plenty of people who've done that and got, 200-300 grand, 100 grand, whatever it is. I mean, and you don't even, on those, you don't even pay the lawyers up front, So just so that everybody here knows, normally if American Plumbing gets an at-fault wreck and, it's a more serious one, normally those people are going to try to come after us almost every time. So just a couple of things before we even get started on procedure is stop being distracted in driving. Don't be on TikTok. Don't be on Snapchat. Don't be on Instagram. Don't be looking at your phone. Don't be texting. If you don't have one of those CarPlay screens in your van or yours ain't working, let's get that fixed so that you can still communicate somewhat. But dispatch gotta wait. Everybody gotta wait. If you're getting blown up that crazy, you're 5 minutes away from a gas station, you pull in, you make the phone call and say, hey guys, I'm not supposed to be driving on my phone anymore. I'm not saying to completely ignore it. I'm just saying to be responsible. It's definitely the CarPlay screen. You have it connected to Siri. You get a bunch of text messages and you could say, Siri, read me my last 5 text messages. It will read you your last 5 text messages. Hey, Nathan, you got an emergency. Please reroute. Just to start with that, a lot of them were phone related. Most of them are always phone related. Don't be driving late. If you're past 11 and, dispatch is trying to make you do something or, something's going on, let's figure something else out. Let's make some phone calls. At least if you do that, your butt's covered. Anyway, to get away from all of that, what's the first thing you do if you get into a wreck?
Call your manager.
Call your manager. That's a good answer, Anthony. Call your manager. You're going to get out of the vehicle. You're going to take photos. You're going to make sure you're all right? You're going to make sure the other driver's all right for sure. We do not want to get away from that. I definitely care if you guys are okay after you wreck. Call your manager. A big thing that we want to do is we want to try, especially if you're at fault, we want to try and get the other driver's phone number, okay? We want to try and get your manager or somebody on the phone with the other driver. We do always want to try and handle things outside of insurance if we can. Not that we won't use the insurance, we have it, whatever, but as far as damages on their vehicles, something small like that, where we could pay 4 or 5 grand to get their vehicle fixed, rather than go through insurance, we'd way rather do that any day of the week. So a lot of times we want to try to get the phone number, get that phone number over to somebody higher up. If you have to, get me on the phone with the person. If they're not willing to give you the phone number, I can talk to them over your phone. We definitely want to try and handle it that way as much as possible. So yeah, pictures, police report, try to get the other person's phone number, all the information. Calling the manager. Now on my part, I'm going to have to drive out to the scene of the accident. You're going to be drug tested. We're going to prefer a lab drug test, a clinic, something like that. If we can't do that, we'll probably administer our own drug test. I mean, it's situational. There's been times I've had to give guys alcohol test, blood alcohol, whatever, because